Can you have Sjögren's disease if your antibody testing negative and your lip biopsy is negative? Hello, this is Dr. Siddharth Amber, physician here at Chicago Arthritis and Regenerative Medicine, expert in rheumatology and regenerative medicine. Question posed to me: can you have Sjögren's if your antibody testing is negative and your lip biopsy is negative? In a classic sense, Sjögren's is a condition of very prominent dryness symptoms that can also cause inflammation in various other organ systems. And there's classic antibody testing like your SSA, SSB antibody testing, ANA positivity as well. And biopsy testing of a salivary gland can show inflammation and some classic findings there as well. So is it possible that you can be negative in that testing and still have Sjögren's? Typically, no. However, if there's a high enough clinical suspicion, you should consider the following. Number one, antibody testing is not 100%, meaning there are certainly patients who legitimately have Sjögren's, but their antibody testing is negative. And that's because antibodies are not 100% sensitive. They're going to miss some conditions. Also understand that different labs have different sensitivities for the quality and the ability of their testing to actually catch an autoimmune condition. The other thing is that antibody testing is evolving. There are new antibodies that are being discovered that maybe are not being tested at this time for Sjögren's that may come online in the future. When it comes to biopsy testing, understand the following. Number one, biopsy testing it's a science, but it's also a little bit of an art. Number one, was the quality of the biopsy adequate? That doesn't always happen. Number two, was the quality of the interpretation correct? That doesn't always happen. And then lastly, understand that even if all that is correct, it's possible that the sample just happened to miss some salivary glands that were actually inflamed. And it's possible if you did another biopsy of the same area or a different salivary gland, it could also come back positive. Then the last part of it is you could be negative in that testing. And let's say another organ system is involved and you have some other objective testing, let's say imaging or another biopsy of another organ that comes back positive, that could then also give you diagnosis of Sjögren's. So understand that as a rheumatologist, all the time you see conditions that ideally meet strict textbook criteria for diagnosis, but it's not uncommon that a person has symptoms, some findings, it's not 100%, and you need to make a bit of a decision in ambiguity. But as always, you need to have some objective findings. And so while it's possible to have a condition like Sjögren's without antibodies or lip biopsy positive, there has to be something else that's positive. Maybe some additional testing of the salivary glands or something else that comes back positive to properly make that diagnosis. I hope that's helpful. Make sure you're working with a good rheumatologist that can help guide you through this. They should be able to help you either rule in or rule out what your autoimmune condition is.